Everybody always asks, what's the creative process? Man, there is no process. It's just creativity.
There's no formula. It's all natural.
Literally.
Yeah, genuine. Yeah,
if there was a formula, we would make hits every day.
every day, that's
Exactly.
so true.
First time I heard his music was Drop Top. One of my high school friends, Herman, told me about it, and I heard these guys from Vancouver, and it was so thugged out, and I was like, man, who are these guys? Like, I gotta get up with these guys. Like, that song was so hard, and your verse was so crazy, and he had to explain what he was saying to me, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
It's super hard, super hard.
And I think the first time I heard was in 2017, myself.
Damn.
Because I came in Canada 2015. I think the first time I ever met was like Travis thing was the first time I met him actually in person.
There's certain people you meet in life, like you, where I feel like I've known you for longer. You know what I mean? I've known you for longer than 2 days. I know you for like mad long. We just having fun, laughing, you know, eating good food, eating at expensive restaurants, private rooms, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true. So the Brown Monday, when we needed, like, we like had like Nav's cameo in there, and that was the thing. I was like, yo, holy, like, you know, it is a real thing now. We had like Sidhu in here, Nav, all the legends in the one video.
Y'all have my full support, and only reason y'all have my full support is because the music was amazing.
Yes.
I didn't know y'all.
It's just the art which brought everybody
exactly,
together.
and we all from the same place, from Punjab,
from Punjab.
right?
Literally.
So that's it. I gotta ask you, how did the pressure of being an immigrant affect your musical journey?
Pressure of as an immigrant was like on me was all over, because in 2015, like no guidance, no nothing to help me. I straight landed in Victoria, Vancouver Island, like all like, you know, Gore, no like brown people or nobody to like tell me, yo, sing, do this or work this job, don't do that.
Right.
Wasted a lot of time in school, got nothing out of it, like, you know. Then slowly I was like, yo, let's try this music thing, like in 2019 when we dropped.
What made you want to start making music?
Like just ran, we used to sing, like get drunk and sing at the parties, yo, like, you know, people are like, yo, you have a sick voice, yo, why don't you go record a record?
Wow.
I was like, a record? I used to sing like all the other like old, like, you know, all the old
Folk
Punjabi
songs.
legends, folk songs and all that type of things.
See, me, I'm not an immigrant. My parents are immigrants, but what made me get into music was I was making beats, and I was selling the beats for mad cheap to everybody in Toronto, and I just saw everybody sucked. So sooner or later, I just got tired of waiting on everybody to record. They want to take the beat, wait 2 weeks to record the song. I'm like, you know what? Let me just record the song myself.
That's hard.
And
it
I
worked
put it out on
Fine.
SoundCloud. Shit just worked out.
100%.
So how did you balance, you know, back home culture with moving to Victoria and
Like all the
you know,
Western
becoming an
side.
artist, like your parents and everybody? How did they even like? How did they react? Like how did you even balance?
Like my parents didn't get it like for a couple of years. Like, you know, I'm making music, I'm doing this and all those things. Like it was just only me with my, like, you know, 1-2 couple people, like all the colleagues I was working with. But that sort of vibes, and then slowly people, all the neighbors from the pin, the village people started telling, yo, we saw your, like, you know, son's track here playing in the TV, this, that, on the YouTube videos. And then they slowly catch up to it. Yo, okay, he could make a living out of music, or like, you know, go into that field. Because before, like over there, they didn't never like look music as a thing, yo, that could, like, you know, become such a big artist, or like one day you could be a global superstar, or like, you know, it was like they were way far from it.
Yeah, y'all started the wave. Like before y'all, it wasn't really like Punjabi artists in the Western society.
It was like Monday anu bach ke rahi, like, you know, one
yeah,
and then they heard like, yo, Brown Monday started playing in all the Miami, all those, like, you know, crazy different countries. I think after 2 years working these left and right jobs and everything, and then 2017 we, like, you know, got a little 1-2 songs from like Nav, and I was like, yo, some brown boy doing it big out there in a crazy scene.
Goddamn right.
But now that was the first time I heard about you, and like, you know, went to the catalog, like, yo, holy, the whole tape, and then Perfect Timing, and then all those little, like, you know, all the projects you dropped.
Appreciate it. For me, it was, I'm rapping in English, so my mom doesn't understand anything. You know what I'm saying? My mom, I could win a Grammy, she wouldn't understand. When I was in the Toronto Sun in the newspaper, when she saw me in the newspaper, she was like, oh.
She was glad, she was happy.
Our son made it, like, this was the newspaper. The newspaper made it think I made it, so. My mom still doesn't understand what I say in my songs, so. Yeah, it's hard to bridge the gap.
Pretty same. They don't understand no streaming or all that, like, you know,
no, they don't get
couple
it.
1-2 things.
Exactly.
So what was the point of your life? You were like, yo, music is the like real possible thing, or this is the like, your bigger next thing?
I don't know. Like SoundCloud days when I started posting the songs, and one day it was 5,000 plays, and then that one got to 20,000, and then from 20,000 the next song got to 40,000, and just the numbers. I would sit there all day just looking at numbers. And when I seen the numbers just keep climbing, I'm like, hold on, like numbers is going up, but I'm not getting paid. Like, how do I get paid?
Yeah.
And then sooner or later, the checks started rolling in. YouTube checks started rolling in. Every time it started rolling in, that's when I knew it was a possibility. When did you know?
I think, but I started knowing like after 2020, like Brown Monday, all those like excuses, Brown Monday, we made it all in like the same year. Brown Monday was the track when we like actually like, people started appreciating, these guys from an island trying to do something in music field.
Right.
And even like, even still staying in Canada, I like never knew, like we were this big, went to UK, did a couple shows. And then when we landed in India, then we came to know, okay.
Yeah, you can't
this
go anywhere.
Is 100%.
You need security, everything.
All those things,
Superstar.
100%.
That's a big song, is a hit song.
Yes,
That's all you need is one hit,
like
change your life.
one hit to change everyone's life, literally.
Exactly.
Nobody was actually like, we are behind you guys, keep pushing, keep dropping music.
They're hating on you.
Like not even hating, nothing, no reaction type
Nothing?
thing, Not
Wow.
even like turning you up, okay, you guys are from the city, let's do it. But people from Surrey, Toronto, like a lot of people started like, all these DJs were like, this is some fire shit, you guys should keep like, doing your thing. We performed in like India, if I give as an example, like Hyderabad, Pune, they do not speak Punjabi.
Oh,
but
really?
we did like performed in all those like, states here, and people were just turning up to the sound of like, okay, this is actually like, like the sound could bring everybody together.
In the beginning, when I started out, my manager deleted all my pictures, so nobody knew what I looked like. People thought I was black. So it was just a mystery.
Look, yeah,
And then when they solved it, it was too late.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
true.
I just wish that in those times when you're coming up, I wish I had lived in the moment and really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I was
true,
just
true,
always
true.
thinking about what's next, and I wish I could go back and just enjoy the come up,
No, 100%.
Yeah.
What's your creative process? How you get in the mood or vibe I'm about to record right now, or like this is the beat? How you pick what's your beat, like selection, how does that work?
I mean, it used to, my creative process used to just be me.
Yes.
I make the beat,
Yes.
I record, I finish a verse, a hook, go outside, chill with my boys, come back, finish the song. But now we got superstar producers, we got Money Music, we got Ty Gotham, we got Frost, and now the process is just like, I just like to be around a lot of people. I might FaceTime like my boys in the hood that aren't doing anything. They're just sitting outside all day, and I might talk to them for like 30 minutes. And just from what I talk to them,
And you just go in
go on
and
the booth and do that. So for me, it's like, I don't really got a creative process. I mean, creativity, you can't really measure it.
Yeah, true.
It just happens, Like everybody always asks me, what's your creative process? I don't know, it's creative. You know what I mean? There's no ABC.
Literally, it doesn't matter. You might go in a studio, you might like a beat and be like, let me record on it right now.
Right now, or sometimes you go record 5 songs and all of them suck.
Literally,
and then
happens.
maybe 3 months later, one of those 5 songs, you're like, whoa, what's this? And then you put it out.
100%, absolutely.
That's why everybody always asks, what's the creative process? Man, there is no process. It's just creativity.
There's no formula. It's all natural.
Literally.
Yeah, genuine. Yeah,
if there was a formula, we would make hits every day.
Every day, that's
Exactly.
so true. So true. My creative process, basically, I pick a beat. If I like a beat, just go in a booth, try to do melodies on it, then might make a hook and then start a little, like a track.
So you do mumbles, like no words.
No, mumbles or harmonies.
Yeah.
Might start with 1, 2 harmonies or might catch a flow.
Yeah.
Something like that. Or if I have something in my notes, just scroll and try to punch in.
Yeah, we need to get in the studio. We need to make those creative processes work together.
1000%, brother. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, so you worked with, a lot of big people and a lot of big moments for yourself. Do you want to share any special moment with any artist you worked with and how it came about?
Yeah, no, 100%. So the special moment with the collaborator would be with the home team. Back in the days, we just used to chill, vibe, pick up a beat, pick a topic or whatever we were trying to say or make a track about, write some lyrics, share some ideas with each other. What do you think about this thing? Stuff like that. And it's just the energy. Once the energy or stuff matches, then only you could collaborate with somebody.
Yeah. I mean, my story
could be different, totally different.
With The Weeknd was straight pressure. Cash, my manager, shout out to Cash. He threw me in the studio with Abel when he was doing Starboy album. And it's just literally The Weeknd is standing behind me on a microphone, and he's like, make some beats. And I'm like, right now? And I made 3 beats faster than I ever made beats, and he just starts singing behind me. I'm like, yo, is this really happening right now? I'm like, that shit was crazy. Working with Future was crazy. Future raps lightning speed, Thug, it's just so fast. So when I hang around with these people from like Atlanta and these different places, I'm like, I gotta get faster. Like, the more people you collaborate with, you're gonna get better and better because you're gonna learn stuff from each other.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, that's so true. They make like a lot of tracks a single night, right? 10 tracks, 15 tracks.
So many. Future probably recording right now.
That's hard.
Literally.
100%.
One of my recent favorite songs I play all the time is Nazare, right?
Yes.
What was the process? How did that happen? How did you make that song?
So the process was pretty natural. So we had like Satta, like, one of the lyricists, this guy like come to one of our studios, Hive in Toronto, like in a hood spot. Like
Hive, I know Hive.
Yeah, Hive. So went to the Hive, and Manu and them were just cooking up a beat, and like, he was like, yo, sing, I have this one track. Should I sing you a little lyrics? And it was like, yo, Sony mein filmi, banali zindagi nazare len. We just started singing the hook, went in through the booth, like recorded my hook one time, came back, heard the hook, I was like, yo, holy, this is fire.
Right.
Went back in, like recorded 1-2 verses on it.
Right.
And then just kept editing it until they like, became a masterpiece.
How long did it take you to finish the song?
Like I think 1 day, but like engineers and everybody, Manu and them, they kept working on a beat.
Right.
For like 3-4
amazing
days.
beat, by the way.
Yeah.
Shout out to Manu. That's an amazing
1000%.
beat.
Manu and Satch, both of them were killers.
Amazing.
So how was the beeps in the trap, like the track with the Travis Scott you guys came up with?
That song, man. She said she want more. I had made the beat, and basically I went out, Mississauga in Toronto. So
yes.
I'm from Rexdale, so I went out with my Mississauga friends with some white girls. We went to a party, and all the stuff from the song was happening in real life. So I never seen nothing like that. I never hung out with white girls and none of that stuff. So I was like, whoa, this is crazy. I gotta put this in a song. So I made the beat in like 15, 20 minutes. I did the verse, the hook, and I could not come up with a second verse to save my life. I could not write, I just didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
I sent it to my friends. They're like, nah, I can't do it. I can't do this. So then fast forward like a year later, I'm at Cash XO, and we're just at the house. The first night I got to his house, he just played me some stuff from your laptop. I almost didn't even play that song. I didn't even think it was that good. I played that shit. He's like, yo, what's this? Then let me get this. And then literally Travis Scott's at the house the next day. We're all chilling, and he literally took the song like that, got it on there, and shit just got out of it. I almost didn't play that song. That's what I be saying. Some of the songs that's in your hard drive, you think they're not that good, but they could change your life.
100%.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, how was the recent show with the Travis, you think?
What, the one in New Delhi?
Yeah, New Delhi. Yes, the recent couple shows you did this year.
It honestly was crazy. The crowd was huge. I mean, probably, that's my first time performing in a stadium.
In India, right? Yes.
Period.
Yeah.
I performed arenas, but stadium
yes.
is a whole different thing. It's like triple the size, right?
Yes.
So I was just shocked that people knew who I was out here, because I always thought there was like an English, Hindi, Punjabi barrier.
Yeah.
Where like, if I go on stage, they're not gonna understand what I'm saying. But they
now
knew.
they vibe with it, right?
I was like, wow, like I got work to do over here, you know what I'm saying?
Fire.
What has your experience been in India performing? How does that feel? Like, how was your experience?
It was crazy. First, I thought they would never understand Punjabi, or like, nobody would be like, okay, these things are hard. And then like slowly, like, all these tracks, everybody picked on to it. Like, the whole India's vibe into it. Like the clubs, DJs, like, everybody's like, yo, you guys' music or sound is pretty like, new, trendy type of thing. So I was like, okay, this is actually...
How'd you feel your first time when you went on stage?
So the first time I was on stage was in Gurgaon. Like, for first 2 minutes, that was my first performance in India, I think 15,000 people. I was like, yo, no way. And before that, I never got on stage ever in my life.
First show, 15,000 people?
First show, like, Gurgaon, yes.
Damn, that's a lot of people, man.
And then I was like, for 2 seconds, I was like, yo, holy. Once I got on stage, I was like, yo, no way. I looked on to my left and right, I was like, yo, holy, there are too many people.
You ever you about to cry, that feeling that comes right here?
Yeah, the first two tracks, once we started our performance, I was tripping, I was like, yo,
yeah, I be feeling.
And then
like
after that, like, people like showed me like mad love energy. I got mad comfortable on the stage.
There you go, that's all it is, exactly.
Because once you see people vibing to your tracks on the front line, they were like, yo, let's go, everything,
Absolutely. All right, we both know this life comes with challenges, it's not easy. What do you do to make sure your mental health and your mind is clear and everything is like, sound? What do you do?
So most of the time I was in Canada, like we did like bunch of like, take some time off from studio, go on some hikes, do some workout, like, some boxing, this, that, couple things. hang out with your friends, or like, don't use your phone for a day, like, take a break type of vibes.
Yeah, same for me. Like social media, if you sit there, like me, I'm the type of person like I could have 1,000 comments. That's good. And if I see one bad one, I focus on that harder than the good ones. I don't care about the flame emojis, the flame. I don't care. I just look at the focus on the one thing. But that's why you have to have good people in your corner. Like I got Bugz and you got your friends that keep you in check and make sure you know that you the guy.
Yeah, the whole social media thing was happening left and right. Why we're not seeing this guy? Like, it was like disturbing the whole music thing.
Yeah.
So had to like go get away from the whole thing. Took a little time off, like,
What did you do in your time off?
Like time off, we were just making music, but like away from everybody.
Right.
Like, not listening to anybody, like trying to do like what I wanted to do.
Right.
Even in the World is Ours, like little EP I dropped this year, we did a lot of experiments like with the sound and like, worked with like a lot of new people.
What role has social media played in your life? Like good or bad?
I think it's like, I would say it's pretty solid too, like both, you could say vice versa, right?
Yeah.
Like there was a good part too, like when everybody's like shouting you out, yo, let's do it. Like, you're doing good, the music is good, they're giving you the feedback, whatever you're doing in your life. But that like, some like rest of the bad part about it is like people gets too much in their head. Like they think like, just because of social media, they think they're too much of a star.
Yeah.
Like, people stop being like genuine. Just because of the social media apps they have on their phone, like,
Right.
still a person, you're still a person, like, it could be anybody, doesn't like, to a normal person too, you could see, just because of social media, people like lose their, like, not, like their selves sometimes.
Yeah. That's why you gotta, I feel like.
You gotta have a little balance.
You gotta spend time with your family, man. I feel like family, like you go to your mom's house.
I literally went 4 days right now to my parents, like, away from everything.
That's exactly what you gotta do. I go back to my hood, I go to my mom's house, to foreign countries where it's like people struggling, and it just makes you really be grateful. You gotta be grateful at the end of the day, you know what I mean?
100%.
But social media could be good or bad. It could be used for the wrong thing, it could be used for the right thing. And luckily for us, we know how to balance it, and it's going for the right thing, you know what I'm saying? We all talk about success, and we all want success, but what does success feel like to you now compared to when you started?
Like when I started, I didn't even knew what success was. We were just hustling, working, like, trying to make like everyday studio vibes, trying to like make like a record or like, trying to record type of things. You don't have enough money to go to studios. Your videos, everything needed like, a little budget, everything. But slowly got introduced to like, the whole scene, met a lot of people, got a like little motivation and like, to do better in life and everything. And slowly, like, at a certain point, like, understood, like, yo, this is the success. Like, the moment you're in, like, as long as you're happy, like, everybody's good, your family's good, your friends are all, like, chilling with you, they're fucking with you, like, that is success, basically, to me. Not the money, not the social media, like, all the genuine stuff.
For me, in the beginning, when I thought success was just money. And I learned very quick when I made, like, a couple $1 million that that's not success.
Yes.
Success is your family's happy, you happy.
Yes.
You got shelter, food, heat, air conditioning.
Yes.
You're richer than 60% of the world.
Absolutely.
Some people didn't even have AC or water to drink. So you got to simplify life. It's not all about designer clothes, fast cars, going out, being seen, jewelry. That shit don't make nobody happy. Nothing. So how you feel like your success in music opens a lane for the new brown kids and the new wave that's coming in?
I think a lot of artists, like after like our thing happened or like we blew up properly, a lot of new artists came, like try to like, learn from what like mistakes we did or how we like did all the shows, arenas. They like, a lot of artists got motivated, a lot of artists from Toronto, like a lot of Punjabi artists from Toronto got motivated with our thing. And I would say like actually, like, played a huge part still, like, like the motivation, like, new artists, they like messaging us, DMing us, yo, how we should do, what's the blueprint? Everybody's trying to ask for a blueprint, but there is no blueprint.
No blueprint. See, me, like, I've said this in other interviews before too. It's like, I didn't start rapping to motivate kids to be like me and rap.
Yeah.
Because it might not work.
Yeah.
It's like, if you draw. If you want to be an interior designer, go make couches. Do like, you know what I'm saying? Like, our parents want us to be doctors, lawyers, this, that. Do something else unorthodox, something that's gonna work for you, that you're gonna be happy with yourself. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want every Punjabi kid to go be a rapper, because it's not easy. Not everybody's gonna make it. 100%. Very slim % of us that make it, right?
Yeah.
God bless.
True.
But I've seen Punjabi, like I seen a Punjabi girl that's a painter. She's doing really well. I seen Punjabi comedians, all kind of stuff rising. It's because of us, because what we do, all the
100%.
sacrifices we made.
Like how you as a like Punjabi or as a brown brown artist or a brown boy took the thing to the like next level. Like what was this like how people like know you're like Navraj Singh still.
Well, I grew up in a very like Jamaican, Guyanese, like in my neighborhood there was three Indian kids.
Three Indian kids, yeah.
Like one down the block from me. We all hung out. We used to like chill, do stupid shit together. But I didn't grow up with a lot of Punjabi people.
Yes.
So me growing up, I didn't know how much responsibility it has. So when I made it, I'm like, oh shit, like I gotta watch what I say.
Yeah, true.
I gotta make sure, like, you know what I mean? Like I don't do the wrong things. So it put a lot of I like that I'm carrying a torch, especially in English.
Yes.
But the responsibility came later. I didn't realize how heavy that was. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel any responsibility like that?
No, 1000%. We like even in my recent release to Power Flow, like we're trying to talk about like all like people from our side, Maja's side, like trying to represent whatever possible way I can, like trying to push everybody and show the full support to like Punjab, everybody. Yeah. Yes.
We're gonna keep doing it the right way, right?
1000%, brother. 1000%.
Gigi, what does home mean to you now? What's home?
Home is like with family. You have your own studio. With your friends and everybody. That's home to me.
To me, home is just silence.
Silence.
I want to just be in my house. I don't want to hear anything. I just want to
chill.
be like me and my thoughts. Home always gonna be mom and dad's house. You know what I'm saying?
True. That's so true. Wherever you find your peace of mind.
Yeah, you gotta simplify everything.
True.
It's not all about flashy things and a loud lifestyle. I like quiet now. I like peace.
What's the one advice you could give me? Yo, Gurinder, don't do this. Stay away from this, or like any advice to push me, or like what should be a little
Just don't get into a relationship with a girl.
Yeah.
That's draining.
That's draining. Yeah. That's
where it takes your focus.
Facts.
Because I love women. Without women, we're not gonna even be born, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. But you get with the wrong girl, she could start taking you like Superman has a cape. You're gonna cut your cape off. You're gonna have no cape no more. You're gonna start thinking you're just a regular guy. And I've been in that situation before, you know what I mean? And that would be my advice to you, you know what I'm saying? Do you have any advice for me?
I would say, bro, you're hard. Just keep dropping more music. That's the one advice from me.
Yeah, that's right.
I want you to make more music, make Punjabi music. Like, try to do like the most you can.
I'm waiting on you.
This is the one life.
I'm waiting on you. I've been trying to get in the studio with you all week.
We're doing it, brother.
Okay,
1000%.
Cool. All right.